Hey guys, welcome to a new series called Why It's Better It Didn't Happen Betas. What is this new show, you may be asking? Well, basically, I cover why it's better that the beta of a game didn't happen, giving my reasons and opinions why if it had happened, it would have been a flop. I'm also not going to be using the full release as an argument against it, such as, oh, if it had happened, we wouldn't have had this game, or, oh, many people would have liked it compared to the full release, wouldn't have. Yeah, so on and so forth. So I'm not going to be doing stuff like. So today I'll be covering Banjo Kazooie / Project Dream. Alright, not being a hardcore fan of the series, or not even much of a fan. Alright, I never could get into Banjo Kazooie, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. I think it's pretty good. Anyways, let's get into this. Reasons. Number 1. Project Dream was too big for the SNES to handle. From what I've heard and read, the game was too big for the SNES to handle. Probably because, from what I've also heard as well, that it was beautiful and looked really high quality. So it probably wouldn't be able to run it, at least not with good FPS, or even be able to run it at all. Even with the Super Effects chip. Number 2. Nintendo 64 was either new or about to be released. Releasing Project Dream for the SNES would have made it a more obscure game than if it were ported to the N64. The game was 2D, however, so they'd have to make a new game, which, by the way, is what caused Banjo-Kazooie to happen. But for this video's sake, let's say they had the idea for Banjo-Kazooie, but it was brushed off because they didn't want to make a brand new, whole new game. You know, they got the storyline and characters in them. They don't have to redo that. If they had stayed with Project Dream, which was going to be an RPG, Nintendo 64 really needed, since there were only 2 RPGs on the N64. Then it may have been able to hold a candle to the sales of Banjo-Kazooie. From all this information about porting it to the N64, this would have made Project Dream more known than if it were to stayed on the SNES. Number 3. Characters / storyline. Well, the game was going to follow a young boy named Edison, who would cause trouble with some pirates, led by a pirate named Captain Blockeye. Now, there is no real storyline known to anyone except Rare, but most likely Edison would try and stop the trouble between him and the pirates, using his sword. Alright, now I really wanted to know what this Project Dream was going to be. Oh well. Banjo the Bay was also going to be Edison's sidekick, and 2D, Banjo's sister, Banjo-Kazooie, was going to be Banjo's girlfriend. Not a nice approach with the change, Rare. Must have been high off that, off them something or other. Grunty, the main villain of Banjo-Kazooie, was going to be a giant in a level called the Giant's Lair, which was going to be a hub world for both Project Dream and Banjo-Kazooie. Kazooie was also going to be in Project Dream, however, she was just going to be a baby bird, so she probably wouldn't have much of a use. She might have just been a background character. Now, to be honest, I think I'd prefer this storyline / characters to Banjo-Kazooie's. Only if it stayed in the RPG element, however. If it changed to a platformer, it could have been done well. It could have been done well. I mean, this is Rare after all. You know, they've done Banjo-Kazooie and other platformers like Donkey Kong for the SNES, so they've had experience. Alright, so there's all my reasons. With a little amount of information on Project Dream, it's hard to tell if it would have been good or not. However, I think we can all safely agree that Rare should leak the beta of Banjo-Kazooie and Project Dream to the internet. I'll make a video on it. I mean it, Rare. I'll do it. I'll work with me here, mates. Do something after all these years. Anyways, hope you liked the first episode of Wibbid, or Why It's Better Didn't Happen, Betas. Thanks for watching, mates.